Hey artists, today you're going to get back your 2 artworks that you made. Remember this one we used bleeding tissue paper to make, and last time we used temper paint to paint this. Off the supply table you're going to need to get 1 Sharpie and a pattern worksheet. And then at your table you should have everything else that you need. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bleeding tissue paper and I'm going to trace one of those hearts on there. Okay, so I'm going to place it on here. I'm going to use my pencil and trace it. This. Okay, there's my heart. And now we are going to draw a few lines going across our artwork. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 lines like this. And I'm going to draw patterns in each one of these little sections. All right. Now, if you're having trouble with pattern ideas, use this worksheet. There's some simpler patterns on this side. There are also lots of patterns on this side, although some of these are harder. And I said I can draw out my patterns. So we gotta do some little triangles. We're gonna be doing these with Sharpies. I'm gonna start with a pencil first in case I make a mistake. So there's one pattern. Maybe I'll do kind of this X pattern. After you have your heart drawn, you have your lines drawn across it, and you have your patterns added, we can take one of those Sharpies and outline everything. So you get some nice, bold black lines, kind of like what we saw with Romero Britto's work. Carefully fill in these patterns. Maybe I'll put up 2 different size Sharpies up front for you, so if you want to use a smaller Sharpie for some of these things, you can. That'll probably make it a little bit easier, okay, rather than trying to use these big thick ones for some of these. Yeah, like this is probably better. So I'm going to outline everything. After you have your heart finished, okay, all your patterns are traced. The last thing you need to do is take your background. This time we're going to use oil pastels, and we're going to add more patterns to your background using those oil pastels. Okay, so remember to look at your worksheet to give you some ideas. Use whichever colors you would like. Really nice looking patterns though. So I'm just going to carefully add these, taking my time. I'm doing kind of like some fish scales here. Here is my artwork now that I have all my patterns on it. So I tried to do a pattern in every single section, lots of different colors. Okay. My last step is I'm going to take my scissors, carefully cut out my heart, and then I'm going to glue it on top of my artwork. Your scraps can go in the garbage unless you want to hold on to them and use them for something. Got my heart cut out. Put a little bit of glue on there. Hopefully my glue bottle works. If your glue doesn't work, be sure to let me know so I can help take care of it. And remember that we're going to use dots of glue. So like a bunny rabbit, it's going to hop, 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 bounce, 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 bounce all the way around the edge. And then I can put some in the middle like this. I can flip this over. Put it in the middle, and I don't want to wipe my hand on this because my oil pastels might smear, so I'm actually going to flip this over. I can give it a back rub, okay? Give it a nice rub, and once it's stuck on there, this can go on the drying rack, and you can put your Sharpie and your pattern worksheet back where you found it.